Hello and welcome back. We are officially in the thick of it. Rehearsals have begun. The pressure is on these contestants. The pressure is on these content creators to be content creating. So I figured there is no better time than right now to discuss what countries actually have a shot of winning the damn thing. Now, I will say my claim to fame is that I've had this platform for 5 years, and every single year I've managed to predict correctly the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest. So this year, the pressure is on. I feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. And it's especially difficult this year because unlike some of the other previous years, this just feels like it feels so open for so many different countries to win. And I'm not just saying that. I feel like this is the first year maybe since I've had this platform where that's the case. So yeah, in this video, I'll predict who I think is gonna win the competition, and I'll also say what other countries have a shot. Before we get into it, I am so close to 50,000 subscribers on this channel. It would be a Eurovision dream to have this channel get to that beautiful round number by May 17th, the Eurovision final. So if you've been liking my content, feel free to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and also comment your thoughts on what countries you think have a shot of winning Eurovision. The way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna look at every single country in the top 10 of the Eurovision betting odds and dissect which of those countries actually have a shot of getting that glass trophy. When I'm looking at the top 10, I'm gonna divide them into different categories: no chance in hell, unlikely to win, I could see it winning, and winner winner chicken dinner. So stupid. But if there is one country that I could see potentially winning the contest, y'all are gonna come at me for saying this, but I think it's Cyprus. So first of all, Christer Bjorkman, the contest organizer, said, I believe a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, that there were concepts for a stage performance that was unlike anything he's ever seen before at Eurovision, and it was mind-blowing. And now it's being revealed that country that he was referring to was Cyprus. Last year, for example, Ireland, that was not on anyone's radar, but then we got to Malmö and that stage performance was the best of the year, and what do you know? Ireland comes in 6th. So if Cyprus is truly giving us something that we've never seen before, it's a good enough song to potentially win if the staging is absolutely mind-blowing and incredible. With that being said, I don't think it's gonna win, but I just wanted to drop it in here for consideration. Now let's get to the top 10 in the betting odds. In 10th place right now, it's Albania. Now, I should just preface by saying that this is not gonna be a video based on my music taste, because if it were up to me, Tirana 2026, I would love Albania to win the competition. However, it's not gonna happen. Hear me out. When looking at avant-garde songs in the competition, if we have a spectrum of accessibility, on one end of the spectrum of highly inaccessible, we have like Conan Osiris. It was a song that a lot of people in the Eurovision fandom absolutely loved, but I knew it was just not going to appeal to a wide demographic and actually secure enough televotes to go to the final even. On the other end of that spectrum, we have Go, which obviously we know what happened with them. They did exceptionally well. For me, Albania this year is kind of sitting smack dab in the middle. It's not highly inaccessible, but it's also not very, very accessible. So I fear that it's just not going to end up securing enough votes in order to secure that victory. It breaks my heart to do this, but I'm putting this in the no chance in hell category. Next up is Estonia.
Espresso, Macchiato.
I don't even know where to begin with this one. I get it. I get you Estonians. You love your guy Tommy Cash, and that's beautiful. I'm touched and moved by that, but it's vocally so flat and weak. Tell us how you really feel, Sean. This is the easiest song to sing at Eurovision 2025, but somehow Tommy Cash still manages to struggle when singing it. I mean, if you even want to call it singing. He's a little out of breath. The energy is just not always 100% where I want it to be. I don't discount that this will definitely do well with juries. Like, I mean, it's an earworm, it's catchy, it's funny, it's quirky. Televotes gravitate towards these types of entries, but juries, I mean, no way in hell. It is in the same vein as a Europapa, a Cha-Cha-Cha, or a Rim Tim Tagidim, but it is not in the same league as those entries. But Estonians, I love your passion for this. It's just a no for me. And I think a no for Eurovision. I'm putting it in the no chance in hell category. Next up is Czechia. This is the first time in a long time that we've definitely seen Czechia in the top 10 of the betting odds. This has a lot of things going for it. It is a very emotionally strong song. It has great vocals. We have this dance break, which kind of breaks up the structure of the song. But if I'm being real, I can't deny, Czechia struggles in the televote every single goddamn year. I blame you, Europe, even with good entries. Unfortunately, Czechia is just one of those countries that has to work 10 times harder in order to win Eurovision one day, or they have to really think outside of the box. Something like what Portugal did in 2017. Like, it was just so different and it stood out amongst a sea of chaotic entries, and Portugal was just there with the classical ballad and whatever. Czechia has to do something like that, and this is just unfortunately not that type of song. I'm gonna say unlikely to win. Next up is Belgium. In my opinion, with Cyprus, Belgium has a song with the most stage potential. But with that being said, Belgium is one of the worst countries when it comes to staging. Last year, it literally made no sense. They had like a dark, melancholic, mysterious type of entry. You would think the stage performance would also complement that. It would make sense. However, they put the man in like some shirtless, glittery, white bottom. Like it was just, I mean, the song is called Strobe Lights. You could not get more clear staging directions from a song than that. And I think with a lot of Eurovision songs that have won in the past, like The Code last year where Nemo is spinning and it's beautiful and there's opera, or Toy with the like that, those are moments. Those to me are super memorable. When people need to vote after listening to 26 songs, they go, oh, what was that thing where the girl was clucking like a chicken? Or, oh, what was that thing where the guy was singing opera and spinning around in a circle? Belgium has that type of moment at the very end of this song. He ascends into the stratosphere with his vocals. There are strobe lights. The camera angles, at least in the national final, were absolutely crazy. And it's kind of like low-key giving you a seizure. And I feel that's memorable shit right there. On top of that too, the thing that gives me hope for Belgium's entry this year is that the Eurovision account on Reddit actually was very complimentary towards the staging for Belgium's entry this year. As a result, I feel like Belgium actually has a shot. It's slim, but I could see it happening in some world. So unlikely, but possible. Next up is Finland.
Oh, Finland.
This song is so bold, it is so sexual, and we've seen that fail in the past. I mean, last year, Ollie obviously did it in a way that I didn't think was gonna incentivize people to vote for it. I think he got like 0 points or 3 points. It went too far. It was a lot, it was in your face. It felt like you were watching gay porn on the Eurovision stage. Whereas Finland this year is just a little bit more funny. It's just camp. It doesn't feel like it's taking itself too seriously. And I feel like as a result, I'm more confident that this will succeed. On top of that too, I think the juries will like this performance. It is vocally strong, it is structurally complex. At the very end of the song, it increases in tempo, your blood pressure is rising. It's almost like when you're about to climax. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that too. It's a little bit given orgasm vibes, we'll say. Oh, and for those who don't know why I keep on referencing like sex and orgasms, this song, the title translates to I'm coming, and the song is all about climaxing in unison with your partner. So I'm putting this in the category of I could see a win in. Next up is Israel. So this is one of those songs where typically it would be a jury bait song. You know, we have great vocals, multilingual song. The song structure is quite beautiful and stunning with the key change. However, I think it's going to struggle because of what I'm going to refer to as the Golan effect. I think because of the situation right now happening in the world, a lot of jury members are just not going to want to be tied to putting Israel high up in their rankings because backlash reasons potentially. So yeah, I think it will do quite well in the televote. With that being said, as I mentioned, I do not think it's going to do quite well in the jury result, and I overall think it has no chance in hell. Moving along, we are going to the Netherlands. So this year, the Netherlands is doing something that is literally the antithesis to what they did last year. They are sending the safest entry imaginable. This is the definition of a highly accessible song at the Eurovision Song Contest. It will appeal to literally every single age group, all genders, all expressions, everyone. Although it's going to appeal to literally every single demographic imaginable, the Netherlands is not trying to vie for your attention. It's just good and it's quality, and I think that might make it stand out. As I said with Portugal in 2017, like we saw that happen with them. There was a lot of attention grabbing entries in the grand final that year, and Portugal kind of just stood on stage, no bells or whistles, sang a good song with a good voice, and it got the most amount of points in Eurovision history. I could see it. I'm putting it in the I could see it category. We've only got 3 left, and in 3rd place right now in the betting odds, it is France. The vocals are good. The song is good. I'm sure the staging will be good, but good is not good enough. As someone who brands themselves as a bitch for ballads, I just feel like there's not enough to grab onto with this French entry this year. Last year with Maman, like we saw this man give his heart and soul into this performance. He was shouting at you into the camera. There was so much passion. There was so much energy. He sang a cappella at one moment. Like it was just, there was so much there to grab onto. With France this year, though, I just feel like it's not the case. I think this is definitely more of a jury bait type of song, but even with that being said, like at some moments in the song, I find it a little bit whiny. Overall, her vocals are great. There's just something in me that's saying that it's not going to live up to the high expectations that are currently there for France at Eurovision this year. I know it's right now in third in the odds, but I'm going to say it's unlikely to win. In second place right now, it is Austria. Now this to me, I mean, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. At Eurovision, I keep on saying you have to stand out, you have to have a moment. This whole song is a goddamn moment. First of all, an opera song at Eurovision, like we don't see that often. Having an opera song in a sea of pop songs or rock songs or this, that, and the other thing, this is just so different. And different helps an act at Eurovision. On top of that too, it's not only an opera song, but at the very end, the tempo increases and we go into EDM, which is like just the wildest blend of genres ever. And it's so seamless and the whole thing is just a cohesive package that works so well. And I think juries are going to jump on this. Juries will jump on this because JJ's vocals are absolutely insane. Every live performance, I don't think he's human. I feel like someone check like the neck area because there's probably like a turn off button. I think he's a robot. I don't think he's a human. I think we have records being broken at Eurovision this year too. Like, have we ever had a man sing at Eurovision
that high?
I don't think it's happened. It's wild. I can make a 30-minute video expressing my love for this entry and on top of that, why I think it has such a strong potential to win Eurovision. If I went into that, it's gonna make this video longer than it needs to be and I don't want the editing to be too excruciating. So for me, it is the first one I'm putting in the winner chicken dinner category. And finally, last but not least, surprise, surprise, for another year, Sweden is #1 in the betting odds.
Fucking hate this competition.
If I see Sweden win another goddamn time at the Eurovision Song Contest, I'm gonna lose my marbles. I don't want to go back to Stockholm or Malmö or even Gothenburg. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. However, I'm putting it in a I could see it winning category. Right now, Sweden is obviously leading the odds. I think right now it has a 35% chance of winning, which is really quite high. And I think it will do very, very well with the televote. It is funny, it is quirky, it is just attention grabbing. But the reason why I'm not putting it in the winner chicken dinner category is because I don't see it doing as well with the jury. The melody is quite basic and there is a key change, but it's not vocally challenging. And on top of that, it does require the smallest vocal range, I'm pretty sure, from any other song in the competition this year. There was a chart that looked at all of the different entries and it sounds like a Kim Jong-un propaganda North Korean style song. I don't think juries are going to be that impressed by this performance from a vocal standpoint, and that matters to them. So I'm putting it in the I could see it winning category. Anyways, those are my thoughts on what countries can win Eurovision 2025. Obviously, I think you can gather at this point that my bets are all on Austria this year. I just think it's the full package. It's crazy, it's out there, it's attention grabbing, it's talent, it's all of the above. I know it's not first right now in the odds, and Sweden does have not a runaway win, but a strong win or a strong lead in the odds right now. But I do still feel in my heart of hearts, I feel Austria is going to win the competition. I hope I'm right. Oh my God, that would be such a good claim to fame to keep on riding with this wave of like, I haven't been wrong yet, but I'm nervous this year. It is open. It is more open than it's ever been. Once again, if you like these videos, make sure to subscribe. I'm really hoping to get that round 50,000 number. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, and give your comments in the comment section below in terms of what countries you think have a very strong shot in the top 10 of the betting odds, but also outside. If you think a country outside of the top 10 of the betting odds has a shot, let me know. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I will speak to you guys later. Goodbye for now.